Are you tired of the typical libraries with conventional music that makes you feel meh? Introducing Leerecs.com, the music website made for and by minds like you. Our team are lifelong musicians and producers in love with music. Search the Leerecs music catalogs and find music with guaranteed originality. Mark the difference with music of signature at Leerecs.com.
Misery addicted to suicide. You are believing too. You don't. You made me write a song. When a system calling, leaving it there.
This is Dirtyarmy. That's the band, Dirtyarmy, and the song is "Living in Death." And well, we have the drummer here with us. Hi, Gonzalo. How's it going?
Hi.
Hey. This is incredible, but Gonzalo has other surprises. He's not only the drummer in this band, he's also drummer in another band called the Bass Lovers. And you know, this reminds you something. Bass Lovers, what it might be, is a tribute band of Nirvana's. Yes, and I've seen them, and you gotta check them out because it's incredible. Their resemblance and the quality of the music. Really good, very good tribute band. So Gonzalo, why don't you tell us more about all of this? You know, introduce yourself and, you know, get it started.
Well, my name is Gonzalo. Normally people call me Gonzo. And as you told, I'm the drummer in Dirtyarmy and the Bass Lovers. So I will start with Bass Lovers. It's a tribute band to Nirvana, as you told. I started 11 years ago. We started just like three friends having fun, but immediately we realized that it was like it was fantastic. I mean, the reaction of public, of the people during the concerts, and now we are touring around Spain and Portugal. We want to visit the United States for sure. We are trying, but we have this problem with the pandemic, so we are waiting. Apart from this, the positive part of the pandemic and the isolation was that I received a telephone call from my friend Javi Mourinho, and he asked me to join him in Dirtyarmy. So from 1 year ago, I'm the drummer in Dirtyarmy, so I'm a very lucky man because I'm having fun touring with the Bass Lovers, and I'm creating music with Dirtyarmy. It's an incredible band. I want to give. I have the opportunity to send a message to give a big hug to Javi Mourinho because he has a bicycle accident. And he's trying to. He's recovering from the shoulder. He had some injuries, but now he's just resting at home. So I hope he will be ready to create new music for next year.
Oh, we certainly hope so. I mean, that's very unfortunate. So all the best wishes. But I'm sure that soon enough you'll be back on the creative track. You know, all the best wishes anyway. So
thanks.
Wow, so incredible. And so for how long is this the Bass Lovers? Did you mention when you got started?
11 years ago.
11
yes.
Years ago.
So,
wow.
Yes, a lot of time. Yeah.
No, but believe it or not, I think it's going to be soon. It's going to be the 20th, actually the 30th. Soon enough, it's going to be the 30th anniversary for Nevermind.
Yes, there is. Yes, I remember when I bought the Nevermind in Spain.
Wow.
I was like 15 years old. So, and I started playing drums with 17. And it was like incredible. Everybody in Spain was trying to, everybody took a drum set or trying to get something similar to a drum set or a guitar, trying to imitate Nirvana. It was a big influence for a lot of people that now are in the 40s like me.
Right, absolutely. But the thing is, there's still a demand and desire to continue to hear these songs and this kind of music live from what you're telling us, right? You're like, and of all places, in Spain and Portugal, amazing. So did you think of going like north of Europe or Germany? Anywhere?
Well, yes, we are trying. For example, Germany will be great. So we want to be sure when we need the contacts. It's not only the concert halls, the promoters, the tour managers appropriate to do things right.
To do things right.
So. Yeah, so it's. I think it will work perfectly. Even we received some telephone calls from the United States to New Year's Eve party this year, but it was like.
You did.
Yes, but finally they changed the opinion. But we have like the feeling we are next to do something bigger for us.
Right.
Because we think. We have. It's not only a question to be the good or bad musicians. It's to connect, to give the energy, because Nirvana is rage, is energy that connects really well, not only with people who grew up with Nirvana, with young people, with teenagers. When you are young, you are like angry, and Nirvana is the perfect band to listen.
It's a connection with certain, feeling inside of you, certain something that is beyond intellectual, and really this kind of music really connects with that very, very well. I think you're right. So what happened? Right.
Yes. Well, I think it was like a private party. With people with a lot of money. Oh. And one day you decide one thing, and another day you won't. That's it.
Yeah, I see.
Yes, that's all. Yes, I think. See. But we received a lot of message from the United States, even around Europe, and I think this is a pity because of. Pandemic, but we think this is possible if we stop COVID this year. I think we will do something maybe in the United States or around Europe, Germany, Italy, or even France.
Yeah, fantastic. I look forward to that. Please keep us posted. And so that's the Buzz Lovers. And what's going to happen with this wonderful band that we're listening to, Dirtyarmy? What's the plans?
Well, it was the Javi Mourinho, the leader of the band of Dirtyarmy. Yes, that's right. Mm-hmm. And I met him like 10 years ago. He was the sound engineer of a concert hall in Costa del Sol in the south of Spain.
All right.
We are close friends from.
What was the place? Sorry. What was the place?
Yes, it's in a small town called Estepona. It's a place called Louie Bar. And it's it's a great. It's a small concert hall, but the owner used to bring the bands from the United States, really? But independent music.
Oh, cool!
I can give you an example. The Foo Fighters, the piano man, on keyboards. Mm-hmm. Yes, was playing like a few years ago with a band, not for Foo Fighters for sure, another band.
Yeah, but you gotta get me in touch with this Louie Bar. That would be awesome.
Louie Bar in Estepona, it's in Málaga in Spain, in the south, next to the coast. Yes, I know for sure. Yes.
Okay. We're getting close to connection. Yeah. Any other bands as good as yours? Absolutely, we'll love to get in touch with them. And by
Yes, it's like it's an oasis in inside Spain. I mean, it's a small town, and you can go there and see alternative rock bands from the United States, from even Sweden, from around Europe, touring in Spain, and
Really?
the band decide to go there to play. This is great. Yeah.
Fantastic. I know some people in Malaga. This could be really, really cool. And by the way, we gotta talk offline in regards to you coming to New York or United States. If in any way we can help, we can get you in touch with a few places, a few venues.
It will be great. Yeah, sure. I love New York City. I have been 7 times. Just always like a tourist, but I love that city. It's like everybody tell me, okay, why do you repeat so many times the same city? I say that's the city, man. I love it.
It has an energy.
Yes.
It has
Something
special,
different.
If people for those listeners, you come and try. New York never leaves you. You come once.
Yeah.
You can go, but it's going to be remaining there. It's always going to be calling you back. Absolutely. It has a special.
That is.
Yep.
So I was telling you the story of Dirtyarmy. As I told you, I met Javier, and it was during the isolation.
Mm-hmm.
He called me, and I from the first time I listened to Dirtyarmy, I was a big fan. I love that music because connect perfectly with the style in my music progress. I started listening to grunge, alternative music, and now I connect perfectly well with Dirtyarmy music. And he called me 1 year ago and asked me about being the drummer of Dirtyarmy. So it was a pleasure. I feel really lucky because I'm playing the drums, as I told you, in the Nirvana tribute, and at the same time I'm creating music with Dirtyarmy. So it's just perfect for me.
Do you have an album out already? Are you working on it? What's the plan with that?
Yes, sure. We are working about the new music. We have 6 or 7 new songs.
Okay.
And we will, after as I told you, Javi is recovering from the accident.
Yeah.
So after that, we will enter in the studio here in Málaga, and we will record a new album.
Sounds fantastic.
I hope at least it will be ready for next year.
Yeah, we hope for that. We're really impressed with the quality of this band and their music. We totally recommend it. You're gonna listen, you're gonna hear more of it at the end of the program, and also bus lovers will follow them as they might come to United States. They might go to outside of Spain to other places in Europe as well. Definitely any announcements, we'll try to convey them to you. We believe these bands, both of them, are really good for their own reasons. Really, really fantastic. So, Gonzalo, this was a true pleasure, honestly. Is there any advice that you would give to, let's do this. So for those musicians playing this type of music in Spain or any other countries where they really are a minority, I would say, right? So what's your advice?
Well, I want to be humble. I don't know if I want to give advices. Just maybe to have empathy.
Empathy? What do you mean?
Empathy because sometimes even in the difficult places like Spain to create music, or even not only create, I mean just to tour with a tribute or with your own music, sometimes we create like fights between musicians, because sometimes it's a question of envy, or because you are playing live with the tribute and people creating their own music, think that like tribute bands are like is bad competence, rivalry, no? It's
rivals.
They consider us like rivals, you know.
Why is that?
And
Why is that? Because you're like a lesser of the sorts, because you're not making...
Because I think it's a question we have in Spain. We have few opportunities to show your talent, music or music tribute or whatever.
Right.
So it's time you see people having success. People think that you are giving you less space for your music. I don't know if you understand me.
I think we do. I think they figure that it might be an unfair competition, right? Because you're like, you're riding the wave of like a very huge band and their audience and their fans, and they feel like, hey, you should be building up from scratch, like we do, right? Like we're
why are not there? Is people asking? But sometimes it's a question of as I told you, of you have empathy, and you have, for example, in my case, sometimes I'm touring with Bad Lovers. It's a tribute band, but on the other hand, I'm creating new music.
Yeah, you're also doing
your
own
what I mean,
thing, right?
Yes, it's not so. That's it. That's the idea I want to express. Empathy.
Absolutely, I think it's very clear, and yes, it's a good advice. Like union, and comprehension and understanding. Between people that are just music passionates, and they're trying to do what they love to do, right? So a little bit more of union and community, and it's a good advice.
That's it. Yeah.
Well, Gonzalo or Gonzo, right?
Gonzo is bad. Yes, perfect.
Gonzo. So drummer, what excellent, splendid drummer for two fantastic bands. One is, like we said, the Bass Lovers, Nirvana tribute band, and really check them out. The resemblance is incredible. And the band, the artist, and the music we're listening to right now, Dirtyarmy, Living in Death, and we're gonna hear and enjoy a little bit more of it right now. Thank you, Gonzo. Thank you. All the best until the next one.
Thanks a lot.
All right, let's hear more of Living in Death, Dirtyarmy.
Of the typical libraries with conventional music that makes you feel meh. Introducing Leerecs.com, the music website made for and by minds like you. Our team are lifelong musicians and producers in love with music. Search the Leerecs music catalogs and find music with guaranteed originality. Mark the difference with music of signature at Leerecs.com.